Tombstoners.
Infecting space.
And questioning death.
All to explore.
Cody, drop the bass on Mike this week.
Into the tombstone, oh my god! What a scandal that was! My god! That sparked controversy!
Willie?
Will it spark controversy?
Will it spark controversy?
It's going haywire up in here. Just a sequence of events.
That's right. Kings, pixels,
Who will fight back?
motherfucking machines.
Mighty machines.
Micro machines.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I missed
Monster
those.
machines.
Yes. Hi. Welcome to episode 45 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I am Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okami getting hit in the face with my microphone.
Don't
it's
do
just
that.
shaking in my face.
Mike to the face. It's not Mike Tyson, but the actual Mike this week is punching you back for all that. It's taking great offense because sometimes we just don't say Tyson. We just say punch Mike, and this thing's sitting here like, don't hurt me
No more.
Cody, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more. God damn it. Okay, so
What is pod? Baby, don't cast me.
Jesus Chrysler.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a while since we've done anything music related, so we're gonna do that for you today,
Right here.
right now, right meow.
Right. Speaking of right meow.
Yeah, most, if not, actually, yeah, everything we're talking about, with the exception of a couple of things, are...
Or just one.
Or just, yeah. You could talk about 5 or 6 songs, or
Just one.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
A Notaker storm.
Yeah. I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
I don't think we got to talk about that one yet.
Mm-mm.
So I guess we can kick it off with that. This was a release a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Dave Notaker dropped I say surprise track because I mean he talked about it coming out like I think a week or so before he dropped it, but it was a surprise to us because he had just released his EP on Mousetrap, Erebus 1. We're like, oh fuck, it's gonna be a hot second before he puts anything else out. Nope.
But I mean, he keeps talking about making new stuff and throwing stuff in his sets, so I mean, it was kind of coming.
He's always working, and it's always good when it happens.
It's so good.
The Storm. And,
Man.
dude, that song reminded me a lot of the stuff that happened on, oh my god, now I'm blanking really hard. The EP before.
Genesis?
Thank you. Fuck.
I was trying to read your face, but you're like, fuck.
Well, fuck. But there were some keyboard elements in the ass end of that song that sounded like Wake Up You're Dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so fucking cool to see that tie in together.
I just love that second drop, that deep metal growl, that real, like, pixelated kind of sound, that boom, 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 boom. Like, it's just literally the storm just hit, and it's just, like, electronically just screwing everything up.
And then you know me being, like, drummer, the beginning was like all the tom work. It's like, yes! Just slam drums into my face.
I don't know, it kind of reminded me of, like, Terminator for a second, just hearing it.
Dude, that's fucking it, too, and it's awesome as shit.
Yeah.
Dave, please remix the Terminator theme song, because that would be the fucking best thing ever.
You already released the Genesis EP, so you're pretty much tying in already.
Yeah, there you go. Do it.
Judgment.
Day. So,
Or you're terminated.
right? You terminated, fucker.
Get down.
Get down.
Drop the bass.
Get to the get to the chopper.
Get to the synthesizer.
Yes. So from there, actually, that had kind of put us into like the last few weeks, and I'm probably gonna sound assy saying this, but the Instinct side of Monstercat has been a little hit or miss because a lot of the stuff I've got written down has come from the Uncaged side.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were mostly prepping for Instinct Volume 2, which actually just released today. So,
That's right.
But yeah, like, it was very heavy Laszlo for the last couple of Instinct releases, and I wasn't real big fan of any of his stuff besides Gravity.
Yeah, that was a good track.
So,
but like the stuff that we've got written here, or the stuff that I've got down, very notable, and a lot of these were just real back to back. As far as the Uncaged side is just back to back. Holy shit, fuck, this is good. So first thing I've got written down is "I'll Fight Back" by Sullivan King, who I've said millions of times. We've said millions of times on this podcast is almost like the unspoken, just
the metal hero.
Yeah, of Monstercat. He has collaborated with a few artists here and there, and every time he does, it's gold.
And if you don't like it, he's pissing you off.
Because
that's like the lyric in there.
Yeah.
Everything I done, pissing you off.
Yeah. But damn, I think this might have been, if I'm not mistaken, his first solo release on the label.
Yeah, because, I mean, he did a lot of collaboration up until this point. So.
Yeah, because he does his own stuff elsewhere, but I think this was his first actual solo outing on Monstercat.
Yeah, because, I mean, he released a lot of stuff on his own, just in general, but, yeah, this was his outing by himself, away from Dirty Phonics and Bear Grylls and Muzzy and whatnot, so.
And what a great release it was.
He fought back.
Fuck yeah, he did.
He fought back hard.
And then you actually wound up sending this release to me not long after that, because I think it was the next Uncaged release was Machina by Pixel Terror.
Man, I love them. Like, ever since Contra came out, that was such a good track. And this one has more tie-in to the, like, 8-bit sound with electro. Like, it just has... The drop is very low-key, but it has, like, the kind of, like, computer node sounding, like, beeping and booping noises, which is really cool.
R2-D2.
And then also, I love the artwork. Like, it's heavy X, Mega Man X.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said when I fucking saw that shit pop up. I was like, oh my god, It's Mega Man. This music could probably go in a Mega Man game.
If they just revamp the whole soundtrack, they can probably like have them and Tokyo Machine and a couple of other artists to redo the soundtrack.
Kind of how Sonic did on the Sonic Mania.
With Hyper Potions.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All that talent, man. Y'all are just squandering away. Y'all need to get on this stuff.
Yeah, no shit. So speaking of Tokyo Machine, that's the next artist on the list. He dropped Epic, which I loved Fly, and it was cool because Fly was like a little bit of an experiment for him.
His first one with vocals.
Yeah, and I loved it like that. It was really cool to see him and succeed with that track. But it was really cool to see him kind of come back to what brought him to the dance with Epic. And what a great fucking song. And Tokyo Machine, even, and I'm not saying worst as in like they suck at all, but his worst is still good. And I don't say worst in a negative light. I should say his least favorable tracks are not even bad. It's just that he's got really good tracks and then he's got better and great tracks. This is one of the great ones to me. Because it's epic as fuck. And this goes along with the whole Mega Man talk. This could have been in a fucking Legend of Zelda game. Probably like Wind Waker or some shit.
Or some kind of like action adventure game.
Hell yeah.
Something.
I love the artwork on it too. It's fucking awesome.
It's like D&D.
Yes!
You have like the knight and the mage and on the little ship. Just do.
He's always got killer fucking artwork for his stuff, man.
Like he makes just his brand by the icons of... his character and all the little like chibi animals around him. Like that's what you think of when you think of Tokyo Machine. It's just not just the music, but the cutesy art stuff.
Yeah, and then his physical persona live and everything else that he does as far as live promo shots and stuff. It just encompasses all of it.
Yeah, because like he acts like he's an anime character in everything he does. It's so cool.
It is cool because it engulfs you like within that world. Because anytime. Like, I can listen to songs and be like, oh, this is really good, and just focus on the song. But when I put his stuff on, I tend to kind of get lost in thought and just, the music basically acts as a soundtrack to my imagination. And that's how it should be. And
he's one of the few artists that grab, like, all aspects of your mind. It's not just like, oh, this is a dope track. No, it's like, oh, great song. Awesome artist. Wow, look at that artwork. Hey, oh, that's cool. He's
inventive.
He's inventive. He's all over the map. I mean, literally.
Well, I mean, judging by the boat on the Epic cover, he's going to sail all over the fucking map.
He's not like freaking Fail, basically.
No shit. Fail. Oh my God, yes. when your only claim to fame is
one song, and it's
memed
parodied.
like a motherfucker. Yeah, dude.
Fuck them.
I'll still be forever happy that we chose to go to the merchandise line through their whole set.
Yep. Best decision ever.
Exactly. But moving on to somebody that I was actually very surprised to see on Uncaged, and that's Justin O.
Just in time.
It was just in time. Loving Her, Loving You with Delaney Kai.
I mean, his first track was Uncaged.
I think his last couple have been on Instinct, though. That's why I was like, oh shit, good.
Rear View, and there was another one, I can't think of it, but yeah. Again, like one of the few artists that will venture on both ends to kind of diversify his sound, because you have most artists that are strictly the heavy side, and then you have some artists that are strictly the soft side. He's one of the few that go both sides, basically. This one, I think, heavily improved upon his first song. I'm drawing a blank right now, and I can't think of the name of it. Shit.
I feel it's the name of his song was Shit. That way, whenever he drops it, it's Justin. Oh shit.
Yeah. But yeah, like it was a off-kilter dubstep song, so I liked it, but at the same time, I felt like it could have been done a little bit differently. And then when this one came out, the vibe kind of changed a little bit, but in a very good way, to make me feel more into the song. Like the vocals brought in, slightly into it, and then it kind of just banged up from there. Like it was a really good song.
Yeah, the contrast works really well with the softer vocals, and then like some of the harder edge of the drops and everything. That's what I liked about it. I think along those lines, the same can be said for the AU5 and Nytrix track, Only in a Dream.
Dude, AU5's return has been nothing but epic. Like, it's just... First of all, his music alone, back in the day, was like that distinctive, like, okay, it's AU5.
Yep.
Because he has a lot of that heavy metal grind, like, drops and sounds to his music. This is no different.
Yeah.
Because with Nytrix, Nytrix had his little flair of the vocal work and chopping and just the ambient sounds. And then AU5 just brought in like his traditional ground, like that grind noise. And it's so great.
And it is. And it's a great debut on the label for Nytrix. Nytrix has been elsewhere, but this was a really good introduction to work with somebody who, by all intents and purposes, is a legend among other artists in this label. He's been there a good bit.
She's a Killer. That was the song I couldn't think of.
Aha! That's a good one, too.
Yeah. Like, I didn't like the drop as much as I did Loving Her, Loving You.
I did want to hop over to Instinct for a hot minute because I totally forgot about Half an Orange.
Oh, yeah. With, God damn it. Who is it? It has a weird name, like at the end, I think. They did a collab with somebody recently, which is actually a really good, step up from Old Friends.
Yeah, but I like Half an Orange. It's one of the fewer ones that come along and debut on the Instinct side that I was like, oh, this is really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool name too.
Yeah, you can't get any more creative than that.
Half an Orange, motherfucker.
Sounds like a Stephen Walking track, honestly.
I miss that dude.
Yeah, look, he made like one song like recently, and then I don't hear from him. Like, what the hell?
Steven, you never write. You never write. You never call. You never come visit.
You just glide in.
Damn it.
He went back to space.
While you're in space, grab your buddy 7 Minutes Dead and please put another Orbiter song or EP out because god damn it, that shit was fire.
Also, bring Nigel Good back.
Is he still lost in space?
Somewhere.
Damn it.
Like, his whole Space Cadet EP is probably one of my favorite albums.
It was so good. And that is no pun intended, but yes, it is intended. But no pun intended. It's good. Like, legit.
Like, it's 12 tracks of just one continuous adventure. Like, the transitions are great. Every song is individualized. And it's all space themed. How can you not like it?
Right? So, to the three of you guys, get the fuck back here. Come back.
Do some shit. Stop it.
Do some shit. But speaking of comebacks, we were in for a fucking treat that we didn't even know was happening on Halloween until this motherfucker tweeted at me and was like, dude, blank is back. And I was like, holy shit. And that artist is
Scandal.
Fuck yeah, man. And Scandal is back with Will Sparks in a badass psytrance track called Tombstone.
You have not heard Scandal for like almost 5 years now, maybe going on 6 years. His debut back in the day was very short-lived. I mean, he was more of the hard style, the bounce, the trance sounds too. His most iconic song was The Monster, and I've played that song so damn much when I first started listening to Monstercat. Like, that was such a bouncy little, cool little track. So I was so surprised to see that he came back on Halloween of all days to, be brought back from the dead, literally with Tombstone. Because, I mean, it's a very bouncy, very psytrance, very just like dark Halloween-ish kind of, track. And it's great that he got Will Sparks in there to kind of get that kind of energy with it too. So
yeah. And that's a hell of a combination of producers right there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll jump back and forth between some singles that have come out after a couple of these EPs, because between this song and another song that was released, we actually got news of an EP that dropped from Protostar
called The Sequence.
Yeah, and holy fuck, it's really good.
Basically, aka SkypeNet.
So, listen, Dave, Notaker, and Protostar, between the two of you, redoing the Terminator theme song, and then SkypeNet happening. And when we say SkypeNet, we're referring to the song Titan on here, sounding like a fucking Skype phone call.
Mm-hmm.
But in the best way possible.
And if you look at the artwork, like, the character's literally, like, connecting, like, digitally to some kind of other person or other entity. So he's trying to make a call out.
Right.
So, I mean, kind of fits.
Yeah. I mean, there's 5 songs, intro and an outro song, obviously, but 3 songs sandwiched between those. Titan, Pursuit, which is the penultimate track, but then the single that was released to announce the EP was a very good track called Meltdown, and he did this with Muzzy.
Which you can definitely tell the Muzzy influence on this one.
Fuck yeah.
The vocal chopping, just the growls and the typical drum step and D&B that he does. Like, it's really good sequence with him.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
And for those of you out there that are not familiar with Muzzy, go check out our 4th entry in the For Your Reviewing Pleasure.
How are you not by now? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
We mentioned Muzzy so much on this.
Yeah. We're not talking about the blue fuzzy creature that teaches you foreign languages. We're talking about the D&B king, Muzzy, from the United Kingdom. But yeah, go check out Cascading to a New Age on our 4th Reviewing Pleasure entry, and check out the Cascade EP review we did, because that album was fucking fire.
Yep.
So it only makes sense that 2 badasses come together and make a song.
Mm-hmm.
Called Meltdown, because it will melt your face.
I mean, I especially like Titans, because like I was telling you not long ago, that just hearing the song title made me imagine, okay, what could come from this song? And the drop was very just off balance, very tinkery metal, like just kind of ringing noises basically. But it kind of gives you the idea of like an automaton trying to start up and just kind of build its way up to a normal movement speed, and it feels clumsy, but at the same time it feels like actual, like, good production wise. It makes you have the imagination come forth when you hear this title. And then, like you said, Meltdown just brought up the intensity, because everything got real, tense and energetic, and then got to the point where I was like, okay, shit's going down. And then, okay, Fall Apart, get out of here, Pursuit. And it was just kind of like, okay, smooth, but yet has that kind of like breakaway here and there, and then the end sequence. So it's
the transitions, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a good transition, good storytelling element, but you kind of have to really put yourself in the world, basically, put the headphones on and just become the songs, basically.
Yeah, let them take you away on a journey, a magical journey, in what I would basically call a computer adventure, because this really sounds like an adventure through a networking system of some sort.
A sequence of fortunate events.
That's right. That's right. Not would it be Jim Carrey or Neil Patrick Harris for this sequence?
Whoever.
I know it was a series of unfortunate events, but this is a sequence.
Whoever wants to jump on.
A scandalous sequence of epic riots starring Neil Patrick Carey.
Just merge.
Doogie Howser. MD.
Bowser.
Yeah, Doogie Bowser. Doogie Bowser, MD versus Dr. Mario.
Something has like a, prostate problem or something.
This fuck. Why do you think
Doogie Bowser.
Doogie Bowser. No wonder he's always talking like.
He needs more fiber.
He needs more fight.
He's constipated. He needs more fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, more fighters.
Pooh fighters.
Pooh fighters. God damn it. But that EP dropped. It's out on Monstercat right now. Dude, I bought it on iTunes for $3.99. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere that you can stream or download music. Go fucking buy it.
Yep.
Along with buying that and checking that out, you need to go see motherfucking Varien, a.k.a. Varien Darkboy, on social media and check out his newest release called Death Asked a Question. And that is out on Most Addictive. Holy shit, it was really good to see him come back after a year-long hiatus, thinking he was just done with music. But he's back, and he released a couple of tracks and then put this EP out that's pretty fucking solid.
It's a lot of influences from the last couple of EPs that he did and LPs, and then also way back in the day when he had a lot of that very worldly cultural influence with like mostly the vocal work.
Yes.
There was was it New Fetish? Yeah.
Yeah, New Fetish was the fourth track on there.
Yeah, that one had a lot of callbacks to like most of the newer stuff he's been doing.
Dude, Whore of Babylon was a good like amalgam of his shit that was on Prayers and Ancient
Arcane.
That was a good mix-up of both of those.
Yeah, the ambiance from Ancient kind of surprisingly came through here on this one, which I liked.
Of course, the title track was really good, too.
Mm-hmm. Which that would remind me a lot of Teva from Prayers.
Yes. That was a great track, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, this, like, Protostar has, an opener and closer instrumental track, which, God the Misanthrope, is a really good introduction. It's real ambient, real moody, really just dark.
Mm-hmm.
And this album kind of goes up and down because one thing I've loved about Varien is that you can tell what state of mind he's in. You can feel his emotion pour through his songs whenever they come out, especially in a cluster of releases together as a package deal. This is no different. There was a lot of shit that happened apparently between his hiatus and his return, so it's like this is like a culmination of like, hey, this is what fucking happened to me, and here it is in a 5-song format, and it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Also bought this on iTunes. It's out on Spotify. It's on his YouTube channel. Go fucking support it, listen to it, buy it, stream it.
Crank that
Doc boy.
Crank that wobble boy.
Fuck yeah. Crank that wobble boy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wobble day, wobble.
Yeah. So from those releases, it was like, fucking shit, we've got a couple of EPs. And then, holy shit, dude, can we just talk about a song that kicked so much ass because they dropped a teaser for the motherfucker on the Friday before they dropped it on that following Monday, and this song is Overkill by Riot.
Which, the artwork is phenomenal. For many reasons. One, it's epic looking with the freaking monstrosity in the background just taking over shit. Two, they nodded to like every single release art-wise, because you have the first artwork towards the middle with Disorder, then they had Riot, and then they had AWA, which like all the characters from every release are like coming to basically save the day from this monstrosity behind or in front of them. But dude, like, okay, that is so much metal and brutality in a fucking song that I'm like, my face is melted at this point.
Fuck yeah.
Because there's just like that that guitar riff thing, like, you know, soloish sound, and then it's just that hard hitting Riot dubstep. It's so great. Like, I can't put in much words right now. It's just that fantastic.
Drums. The fucking drums.
They're calling.
We fucking missed an artist, and I totally had every intention of bringing it up. 1,000 Cuts by KUURO and Clockvice.
When is KUURO not releasing bad? I mean, they don't release bad music.
No, they don't.
Ever.
No.
And I think probably my least favorite track was Swarm, like the original version.
Yeah.
But even then, it's still a good song.
Yep, exactly.
But every song is like, KUURO just does something so good, like in a good, you know, drastic way that it just makes you want to stick around for more. Also, like I said, I'm just so drawn to the artwork. It's literally like this, you know, mantra-looking devil character with like nothing but fucking daggers floating around him. It's like, how can you not be engaged with that?
All the daggers, 1,000 cuts.
Them and Slumberjack need to get together with daggers.
Fuck.
That'd be kind of weird.
Which you were talking about that one track. I don't know if you talked. I think you talked about it a couple episodes back. The Slumberjack release.
Yeah, Slumberjack. That was a good introduction for them. Like, I'm so addicted to that song.
Which one was that one?
Daggers.
Yeah. God damn.
That was an Instinct release too. So when they release good Instinct songs, like, it's hard to forget them. That's the good thing about it. Because with Uncaged, like, every song is pretty much iconic because it's just that hard hitting. But Instinct, you really have to know what you're doing to get like a really good, like, solid song off of there. And they, like, the guitar drop was beautiful and just like sexy. And then just the ambiance, like the kind of tribal sounding, you know, build-ups are really good. So I applaud Slumberjack and what's the other dude's name? The vocalist. I can't think of it.
I feel like an asshole right now.
Yeah, I know. There's a vocalist collab, but I can't think of it. But anyway, yeah, kudos to that person too.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, 1,000 Cuts. I mean, it's just that real dubsteppy drum step, you know, just electro, just, you know, vibe with everything, but it's just done really well. Clockvice is a really good addition to that song.
You're gonna laugh. The very first time I saw the title of this song in writing, I swear on everything, I thought it said 1,000 cunts.
I just immediately remember Vanta Black now.
What was Side of Your Soul?
Yeah. Quite the, what is it? Quite the wandering cunt.
Yes.
Quite the 1,000 cunts.
Yeah, you're quite 1,000 cunts.
Yeah. How long have you known?
Cockvice.
Yeah. Cockfight.
We're not disparaging you guys. We fucking loved all this shit.
All this shit and more.
If you haven't checked out, that's another thing, speaking of, because Sullivan King actually collaborated with Dirty Phonics on that EP, Vanta Black. If you haven't checked that out yet, go fucking do it, because you're missing out.
Metal.
Fuck yeah.
AF. Like, it makes your dick rock hard if you have one. If you don't, it's going to make you grow a dick and it get hard all of a sudden.
That's right.
Like, that's how awesome it is.
That's right. The power of music.
The power of Dirty Sullivan compels you.
So, then we get yet another very fucking welcome surprise. Look, I've listened to these dudes here and there over the years, but when they made their Monstercat debut earlier in the year with Spitfire, I was so happy when Infected Mushroom finally came to the label to make a release. And then they came back again to give us Walking on the Moon for the Rocket League Volume 4. However, I was not prepared for these motherfuckers to say, hey, so we're going to drop our first Monstercat length play, like a full album. And I was like, holy shit. Because Monstercat, I think, has only had like 8 full albums. And they've had a shitload of singles and EPs, but this is like the 9th album in the label's almost 8-year career that we're getting like a full release. And they just put a single out. Thank God that these motherfuckers have introduced Psytrance to this label and its community. The song is called Bliss on Mushrooms, and it features the artist Bliss along with the guitarist Miyavi, which, fuck, this song is like 9.5 minutes of, no pun intended, pure fucking bliss.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just the intro was like unique because it feels like a flash mob jazz routine. Like it makes you want to just. Ooh,
I felt like I was in New Orleans. I'm not gonna lie.
Voodoo.
It felt like listening to a street jazz band in New Orleans.
And then it just breaks away with like that guitar rock, trance and the feel vibe and everything. Like the typical Infected Mushroom like esque sound to it.
There's no questioning when these guys put something out because they have their own fucking sound. They really do. And they've been around for 20 years, so if they don't have their own sound by now, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But the album is actually going to be dropping a month from now on the 8th of December, and it's going to be called Head of NASA and the Two Amish Boys.
Which, again, if you know Infected Mushroom, this is a typical track or album name for them.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Technically, the first, quote, single was Walking on the Moon because that song is going to be on this album. But if we're talking in terms of officially released singles to promote this album, that's Bliss on Mushrooms. And it's actually the second longest track that's ever been put out on Monstercat.
8 seconds off from the original.
Yeah. And the first one belongs to Wuxia.
Yeah.
Which...
I mean, it's a long song.
Yeah. 8 seconds. You could have stayed on the bowl just that much longer.
Yeah. You have 8 miles, you have 8 seconds.
That's right.
But, yeah, like, the transition with this song was beautifully done and well produced to not make it seem too segmented. Because, like I said, it's the first part of it, very jazzy sound. The first drop is, the typical psytrance, like that hard mushroom sound. The third part of it is just creepy build up with like alien talking stuff, going on in the background. Speeds up a little bit, and then the last quarter is just a harder version of the second part. The drop is just like, it gets you going, like it gets you just pumped up and wanting to just like, yeah, I want some mushrooms now. I want to feel this shit.
I want mushrooms on my pizza.
Not the regular kind, though.
I love that whenever they do collaborations with other artists, they typically call it like something on mushrooms. Like they did a collab with Pegboard Nerds and they called the song Nerds on Mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck yeah.
They should have called the Rocket League track Walking on the Mushroom.
Walking on the shroom.
Yeah. Walking on the shroom.
Walking on the shroom.
And then the first track should have been Spit Shroom.
Yes. Fuck yes. So, dude, what if they fucking put an album and they just call the album Portobello?
Yeah. Like an acapella group.
Fucking
Portobellos.
Dude, fucking goddamn it.
They all come out with like mushroom hats. Like Toad. Ooh.
Dude.
Mushroom.
Dude. Dude.
All the snaps were off key. They're like,
oh, what a trip.
Walking on the shroom, man.
Walking on my shrooms, bro.
Oh, man.
But on a more serious note, we were talking about this before we started hitting record and everything. I think this would be a really good album to put on the next installment of our Reviewing Pleasure series.
Oh, agreed.
So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably put that episode out a week after the album drops.
Yep. Once we get enough listens of it.
Yeah, because that's definitely one thing we'd like to do is to heavily like immerse in the music before we do it.
Immerse in the shroom.
And then bring it to you.
So you can be high, too.
And for the very last surprise.
Boy, oh boy.
Holy fuck. Because, again, this was not something we expected at all. So we got a chance to actually check this artist out in New Orleans back in, I think, February. He was on tour with Grammatic, and dear God.
Balkan Bump. That LaCroix piece of shit.
I'm pretty positive the guy is nice as all get out.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Like, no. I know that. I'm just saying, like, but he comes out, and I was like, oh, this looks very interesting. And then the music starts playing, and look, we're not being assholes about it, but just some things they're just not our cup of tea. This just happens to be one of them. And I appreciate the musicianship of a dude playing brass to the beats on stage, because that is fucking cool as shit. But when literally all of your stuff sounds the same, I looked onto the DJ booth, desk, table, thing, whatever, and I just kind of turned to the left and I looked at Cody and I said, bruh, I just side-eyed 2 fucking cans of LaCroix water. Which, if you have been following me at Midnight Agent Raw on social media, you will know my deep disdain and hatred for that fucking shit.
That fucking sweat and potpourri form.
I'm telling you, quote me on this. LaCroix water is nothing but carbonated crotch sweat in a can.
He ain't lying.
I'm not. But I digress.
It's like edible Glade plug-in spray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Just let it sink in.
Okay, that's enough of that shit.
That's enough of that shit. We digress to the artist in question that we did enjoy on the tour with Grammatic, which was also a good show. Motherfucking Haywyre is back.
Boy, it has been too long.
How long's it been since he's had an album out?
Oh my God, that was
Two Folds Part 2.
Two Folds Part 2. That was like 2 years ago, I believe, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, his last actual track was, Endlessly, and then he released Two Folds Part 2, and then just blew out the water with I Am Me and I Am You, and what was the other one? There was a house track he did. Do You, Don't You?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, that was such a phenomenal album, just as a whole, and every song played just beautifully in his favor. He's a master craft of the musician level. Like, you can't get any higher than Haywyre. That's why he's my favorite artist from EDM side of things.
Hashtag Baywire.
Like, that is my thing. But he went on this like long, like very little social media-esque, influence. He did a lot of touring in the same time while, crafting a little bit of music on the side. And he would tweet in just every now and then, be like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, guys, I'm working on some stuff outside of the tour, so just be ready. And that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I remember that post too, because I was like, holy shit, he's actually working on stuff. And lo and behold, the other day on Instagram, all he does is post a picture, and it's a date, 11/16/18.
Which the fucking Instagram page lit up, I know that for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah, it lit up. And what I found very interesting, which we were both able to see this before it happened, he actually also posted another picture, but then it got taken down. And I was like, why did it fucking get taken down? Who knows? But we caught enough of a clip to notice it is a picture in the same font and color scheme as the prior photo with the date on it. And it's this figure in a big cloak and the words "Tell Me" written. So I'm assuming that's going to be the title of the single.
Mm-hmm.
And that it drops on November 16th.
Or he wants us to tell him what the track will be.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you want to tell, which I don't know if he's ever going to hear this or anything, but if he does before it drops,
come on, Martin.
Yeah. Tell him what you think it is. Just go to his fucking Instagram page and tell him what it is.
Do you or don't you?
That's right. I'm excited.
You have no idea.
Oh no, I do, man. That was probably one of the best. That was probably one of the best live things I've ever seen. Is watching him do his thing.
I mean, just watching his hand work. I don't even have to listen to the music. I just watch his hands just keyboard the fuck out of that.
Yes.
That was so great.
Definitely go to YouTube. It's Haywyre, Haywyre. Go look at some of his performance videos on his YouTube channel, because it's literally like video of his hands on his piano or keyboard, playing tracks.
Specifically, look up the Smooth Criminal remix.
Fuck yeah.
Because that is a good cover of that song.
Yes, it is. Oomph.
That and his Odessa remix. I can't remember the name of the song, but he did a remix of an Odessa song that was really good. Like, that's one of his standout tracks to me. Which he did play live at the show, and that was fun, like, freaking the fuck out.
Hell yeah. God, and we have some of that footage, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's something that when I loaded that onto my computer, I was like, oh my God, I better never lose this. I better never fucking lose this shit.
Mm-mm. That's why I have it on my memory card.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
My phone can crash any day, but not my card.
Nope. Baywire.
It might crash, I don't know, but still. Keep 3 copies.
3 copies.
Or just 1.
You can make 3 or 4 copies, or
just
one.
You got a bad Kinko coming.
Oh God, who the fuck? Who out there still goes to fucking Kinko's?
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you go to Kinko's?
Do any of you 3 go to Kinko's?
The 3 of you that listen to this podcast, do you go to Kinko's? Please
copy and paste your answer.
Copy and paste your answer. Put it on our Instagram. Put it on Facebook.
And hashtag Kinko.
Hashtag Kinko's. Hashtag what the fuck am I doing with my life?
I mean, you don't have to do the second half, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do the hashtag Kinko.
Hashtag Kinko. Hashtag old school.
Yeah.
You know.
Hashtag do you copy. Copy that. Roger.
Hashtag do you copy? Hashtag copy that. Hashtag who is Roger?
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, Roger that. Who's
Roger Rabbit.
Who's Roger? God damn
You know,
it.
Roger reminds me of like Mario. Maybe it's like an illegitimate cousin.
See, there's Mario and Luigi Mario. Then there's the bastard sibling / family relative Roger.
Mm-hmm. And he's just like some derpy, like, you know, half the size of Mario kind of person. It's like,
dude,
can I jump with y'all?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Can I?
Luigi's like, oh no.
Oh no. Luigi's gonna get his vacuum and suck him up like a fucking ghost that he is.
He's like, you suck worse than me.
You put the stool in Toadstool, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Not mush off.
Exactly. There's not much room for you here. You're infected.
Yoshi real soon.
Yes. God damn it. We have flown off the rails because we have come to the end of our little chit chat with you guys today.
The shrooms are wearing off. Yeah.
They are. They're wearing off. We're coming back into the atmosphere known as Earth, and we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Just fuck. No. No. That was one of the greatest fucking things we've ever seen in our Cult Cinema Showdown series.
And now it's a part of our life.
Yes.
In every podcast.
No. God damn it, I love that movie.
Yeah.
But speaking of Cult Cinema Showdown, dude, we're about to get onto our 10th installment of that motherfucker next week. And being that it's November and it's Thanksgiving month, god damn it, because guess what, fuckers? There's a holiday between Halloween and Christmas.
So quit putting up your decorations for Christmas.
That's right.
Wait till December 1st.
Yeah. Or at least the day after Thanksgiving.
No, fuck that. It's still November. Just like it's still Halloween before you get to the end of the month.
Yeah. But let me just say this. We are from the South, okay? And motherfuckers down here still leave their Christmas decorations up 6 months after the shit's over with. So, I mean, you know.
Christmas in July.
Exactly. So that whole Bugs Bunny shit on the calendar where they look up and Santa Claus is coming down, and you're like, holy shit, it's Christmas. Looks at the calendar, it's July. That's here.
Yep.
And motherfuckers would still be like, fuck yeah.
We're getting a head start.
Fuck yeah, bro. Santa Claus is here.
He's coming.
Down that chimney.
Ew.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So on our 10th installment of the Cult Cinema Showdown series, we've got a goddamn fucking treat for you motherfuckers. The trauma film Poultrygeist, Attack of is the Night of the Chicken Dead.
Yeah.
Poultrygeist, the Night of the Chicken Dead versus Thanksgiving.
Wrap your heads around that.
Yeah, dude. Like, I messaged Cody about that shit. I was like, hey, I have an idea for the 10th one. He's like, what? And I sent him this shit. As first of all, Thanksgiving he knew about, but when I told him fucking the title of Poultrygeist, that was just
done. Yeah,
I was like, cry faces. I cannot wait. I was just like, neither can I. So yeah, you guys are in for a fucking treat. Trauma is known for being over the top with a lot of their shit. When this is going to be no fucking exception. I've seen both of these and they're fucking great. Mm-hmm. And Thanksgiving is like the little indie film that could out of Ohio, and it's a treasure in its own fucking right.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're killing me, Butterball.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker. So yeah, look forward to that next week. So, yeah, thank you for listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, SoundCloud, our home, or wherever the hell you're listening to us from, because we literally just got onto Spotify like a couple weeks ago, and the fucking response and reception has been phenomenal as hell.
Yeah.
Like, several hundred fucking streams and new followers in the first like 2 or 3 days was just unfucking real to open up our analytics page and see. I was like, shit.
Explosion.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, we should have been on Spotify ages ago, but
we didn't.
Yeah, but
here's a fruit roll up.
Yeah, fucking Carl from Michael Bean. Yeah, you should have done that like ages ago, but you fucking didn't.
So here's a fruit roll up.
Now you're tearing ass around the yard, but you're staying in one place. It's fuck.
What happened to my freaking car?
What happened to my freaking car? It is crushed to bejesus and back.
Get out of my freaking pool.
Oh, it's cold as fuck right now, but I still want a fucking pool. Because it's always hot down here.
Because you're not pool.
It's late. I'm on medicine. And
we need to get the bejesus out of here.
We need to get the bejesus out of here, but before we go, we're gonna give you the fucking rundown, okay?
Go for it.
Go for it. On social media.
You're not even doing the voice anymore. That's not fun.
Son of a bitch, okay. Okay, if you want to do Carl, I'll do Meatwad. How about that shit?
Here's our social media pages.
If you want to follow us on social media, here's where you can find us.
Go ahead.
Facebook.com/SuperMediaBros.
Friggin'.
Twitter.com/SuperMedia_Bros.
God damn it.
Instagram.com/SuperMediaBros podcast.
Here we go.
Squirrely, come look at our stupid pictures.
For friggin' sake.
I need that hairdryer for Christmas.
No. You don't even have any freaking hair.
It doesn't matter, I still want it.
No.
Oh, god damn it, I hate you.
Get out of my goddamn yard.
Okay, bye.
No.
No!
God damn it. Oh, we've gone off the fucking deep end.
Yeah, in our pool of misery.
God damn it.
Janet.
Damn it, Janet. Let's get out of here before we...
Yeah, you're friggin' right.
Yeah, no shit.
Until next week.
Yeah, until next week, this has been the Super Media Bros podcast. I've been Midnight Agent Raw, a.k.a. Meatwad.
Shut the fuck up. I've been friggin' Okami.
Until next time, Meatwad.
Get the fuck off my lawn.